Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Serrano. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Samsung Galaxy Tab A7, and we're going to compare it against the Samsung Galaxy Tab 8. But if it's your very first time to the channel, I truly appreciate you for coming through. If you're brand new to the channel, it truly means a lot for me, but definitely appreciate you for kicking it with me real quick. We're going to compare these guys as far as the overall weight, battery, design, performance, the sound quality and things of that sort. But do me a favor, if you're brand new to the channel, definitely hit the like button, hit the bell icon as well so you can get notified for more videos just like this, and I encourage you to subscribe and get notified as well. But I'm gonna get right back with you. And if you're already a part of the crew, so now the biggest difference between these things is that they have different they have different processing chips, and I'm going to get into that in a second. Also, the Samsung Galaxy Tab A8 is going to be the bodies are pretty much the exact same size. When you look at the bodies, they're going to be almost identical when it comes to the size of the bodies. You can see that the camera on the A7 is squared and the A8 is circular, but the design, form factor and stuff like that, when you look at these guys side by side, is going to be almost the same. You're going to notice that the A8 is a wider. It's definitely wider because this one there's about 2 more centimeters of space right here when I'm looking at them. So the A7 does stick out just a little bit, about 1 or 2 centimeters, but same placement of the button, same placement of the volume rockers as well. Rounded corners on the A7, but on the A8 it's going to be like squared off, which I kind of do like that design about it. Taking it to the bottom, they both have the same exact placement of headphone jack, speakers, Type-C for charging. The A7 has a microphone down here, but the A8 doesn't have a microphone down there, so that's kind of weird. But then when you look at the top, they put the A8's microphone at the top, and then the A7 has it on the bottom, so there's nothing here. But they both have quad speakers with Dolby audio sound. You can see that the camera placement is exactly the same on both. The A8 is off to the left now, and the A7 is off to the right, and you can see that when you're looking at the displays, they have the same camera placement when you're looking at them, right? So let me just unlock the A7 real quick, and they're pretty much going to be like the exact same size, similar performance and similar displays as well. So let me just unlock the A8 real quick. And they both do have facial recognition with no fingerprint sensors, so I just wanted to mention that as well. And they're pretty much going to be almost identical. Now, one thing that they did do with this A8 is they put the camera on the right side, and then on the A7 they put it on the left side. So let me turn off the brightness so you can see both. And they pretty much have the exact same features when it comes to the overall software. There's nothing different about the features of the software. They're both going to be pretty much the same when it comes to the features on here. You're going to see that then when it comes to the color temperature, it's a little bit warmer on the A7, a little bit cooler. Or maybe I had that. This is warmer, this is cooler. So the A7 has a cooler temperature to it, and the A8 has a warmer temperature to the colors. So that's just something I wanted to throw out there, but the displays look almost identical. When I'm looking at the clock widget, it looks a little bit more brighter on the A7. So I don't know, if you have the A7, I don't think it's worth upgrading, because one thing I like better is that Snapdragon processing chip with the Snapdragon 662. I just think it's more optimized as far as overall, performance and stuff like that. I'll do a quick speed test just to check both of these guys out. Let me see something. Let me just see if I could download one of these games real quick. Another thing is that the A8, the cameras are actually on the same side. I had the A7 upside down, but as far as the A8 and the A7, the A8 is going to be a little bit 20 grams heavier of weight, which is substantial if you're holding it 500 and 8 grams versus 476. But the A8 does have 81% screen to body ratio, whereas this one has 79. And I'm gonna do a speed test real quick. Let's do the clock, 1, 2, 3. That time it was the A8. Let's just jump into the calculator. Wait, hold on, where's the calculator on this one? Oh, I didn't, oh, here it is. It's a different color, 1, 2, 3. That was the A7. Let's jump into the Galaxy Store. That was the A8. That was the A8 that time. Let's try the Play Store. That was the A7 this time. So they go back and forth. Let's do contacts, 1, 2, well, actually calendar, 1, 2, 3. That was the A8 that time. Let's do the files folder. That was the A8. Let's go into the Google Apps folder and let's do Maps, Google Maps, 1, 2, 3. That was the A8. Was a little bit slightly faster. So this has the Snapdragon 662. This has the Tiger UnoSoc T816, which is kind of weird to say out loud. Someone will probably like think they're like, what is that? But it's a new processing chip that they do use on here. Let's do Twitter, 1, 2, 3. And that was the A7, it looked like. Let's do Spotify, 1, 2, 3. That time it was the A8. So they go back and forth depending on, it seems like the A8 is a little bit more snappy when it comes to the overall performance. I did notice, so that was something that I did notice, but I kind of like the optimization of the Snapdragon just a little bit better. And also the battery was at 39%, now it's at 33 on this guy, 33.5 on here. So you can see the batteries are draining pretty evenly. And when it comes to basically the screen size and stuff like that, you're gonna get the 2000 by 1200 for the A7. So it's gonna be pretty decent when it comes to the display. And then you're gonna get 216 PPI on this guy, but 224 on this guy. But then this has 1920 by 1200, so just slightly better display on this one as far as the overall punchiness. But they have that same design, so it's like pretty similar. It's really hard to tell to the naked eye and stuff like that. Just slightly better when it comes to the contrast. And I think I did make the text bold on this one, so you could actually do that with this one as well. But they both have similar features. They both have similar design language, except this one's going to be a little bit more boxy in the hand. Now, as far as the performance of these guys, it's going to be pretty similar. Like if you play games and stuff, you're not going to really notice a huge difference. So let's just load up some Call of Duty Mobile. So before I did say that this screen is 19 by 20 and this is 2000 by 1200, but it's the opposite. This one is 2000 by 1920, and this one is actually 1920 by 12,000. So this one is gonna have the 224 pixels per inch. This is gonna have the 216 pixels per inch, and they both have that Dolby Audio surround sound speakers, so it's pretty decent when you're listening to audio on here. Now the UnoSoc Tiger processing chip is going to be 12 nanometers, and then the Snapdragon is 11 nanometers. So I honestly prefer the A7 when it comes to the processing chip, the Snapdragon one. So as far as gaming, it's going to be lighter in the hand. It's also going to be a little bit smaller when it comes to the size as well. It feels really decent, with a lot lighter than the A7. I mean the A8 right here on my right. So it's a lot lighter in the hand, but they both do have 3 gigabytes on them. So this one's actually a little bit easier to play with because it's rounded corners, and it's slightly lighter, so it definitely feels easier to hold in the hand. Let's just turn up the speakers a little bit. Okay, so that's all the way up. And I'll have no issues with the performance on here. It does look really nice.
Target's in sight. Reloading. Need backup.
It sounds really good when it comes to the speakers. That sounds really good. Another thing is this does have gyroscope support, so you can look around while you're with the gyroscope, which is cool. It does give you that option to move it around and you can see the gyroscope, which is definitely cool. Same deal with the A8 as well. Now overall the A8 will have slightly better performance, but I do like the optimization better on the A7.
Friendly hunter killer drone deployed. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. We're almost there. Keep it up. Hardpoint identified.
So you can see the graphics do look really good on both of these guys. It's really hard to tell them apart. They both have those Dolby Audio sound stereo speakers, quad speakers, and then on the so it's really nice on both of these guys to game. So you won't have any issues. So it's not really a huge upgrade.
Enemy down. Reloading. Hardpoint locked down.
But both of these guys are really nice to game on. Now, when it comes to doing stuff like social media, let's go to Facebook real quick. They're gonna look pretty much identical when it comes to the social media experience right here. You're gonna see that. They're both really loud. They're extremely loud. That's my boy right there. He's crazy. Oh, word. I see you. Today is gonna be a great day. You can see the colors are a little bit different on the A8. It has like a different tone to it. So, as far as the color, this one is more gray. This one looks a little bit more purple, the A7. So the colors are a little bit better when it comes to the A8 compared to the A12. But I don't have any preference right now. I kind of like the A7. Did I say the A12? I meant the A7 is definitely going to be warmer, and this one's going to be a little bit more cooler. So let me know what you guys think about the overall differences on these guys. Let me go back. What was that last one? I wanted to see that one. Let me get out of here. Okay, so now let's just do the scrolling speeds. A7 on the left. I'm sorry, A7 on the right and the A8 on the left. And there goes Eve. So let me know which one you think is better. I kind of like the A7 overall because it has like more accurate colors, but let me know what you guys think. But if I had to choose, I'd probably stay with the A7 because this doesn't really seem like a huge upgrade from the 8. From if you get the A8, you know what I mean? It's almost the exact same tablet, just a different body that they put it in. But let me know what you guys think down below. I'm gonna wrap it up right now, but I just kind of wanted to show you the social media experiences and also like the speeds of both. They're both pretty decent when it comes to the speeds. That was the A8 that time. And then let's just do a 4K video and like see which one is looking better. So let's do Terminator. So the A7's on the right. A8s on the
I
left.
thought we were close. You always had to die, but not you.
Stop hiding, Beck!
I tried to help you walk away. Now you're making me do this.
There's like a glare on there, so I can't get that off.
Told me you were just a kid. You told
But just to be completely honest, I do like the new design of this one. It's a little bit heavier and more boxy in the hand, a little bit more weight to it, a little bit more quicker, and a little bit more brighter as well. Let me see. I think I got adaptive brightness because it keeps changing on here, but they have the same features, so there's nothing that you're really missing out on when you switch from the A7 to the A8. It's like, except for the bigger display is the biggest deal. That's the biggest thing, I think, and then also the design. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'm gonna get right back with you. Make sure you show your support and appreciation as well by hitting the like button. Every single like helps the channel, and I'll check you guys later. Peace.